we're getting into the game of AXIZ versus Burning Core. Each chugging that drink. Funny at once, dude. Totally not a sellout. They went hard on that. Right. Matchup should be pretty one-sided. Burning Core only changes out their support, Medic, who was pretty boosted. Hopefully their bot lane should be a lot more consistent now. While AXIZ changed out a lot of the roster, but it didn't look very impressive in the last game. Following that, we hope that this game will not be as one-sided as the last one, but I still expect Burning Core to win this pretty handedly. I really don't see how AXIZ are gonna win this game. Should be starting any minute now. They're just reading their book a little bit in the back. Right, draft starts. Let's see, I expect a release ban, I guess. Didn't get that. It's probably gonna be coming Syndra ban here. I call it ban makes sense too. Just gonna get to that as well. 100% pick and ban. Gragas is something I'd like to see from AXIZ get banned. Also, I don't really expect them to ban it, but I hope they do. Rise is potentially also a ban they want to go for. Lucian makes sense in a way too. Feels like I'm just reading off bans. Rumble ban is a bit wonky. I wouldn't be scared of Onion's Rumble or Mordekaiser. But I guess they kind of make sense. Jarvan ban. I would rather ban Gragas before Jarvan here. I think Gragas is just a lot better in a lot of ways. So, yeah, I guess they just prioritize Jarvan really hard right now. But I guess Greg is going to be picked on Burning Core side. Syndra got passed. Set got passed, but I don't think Set is worth banning. I don't think it's worth first picking. What is this draft? This is good draft from AXIZ so far. Very solid. They got a really high priority champion, and they got Rek'Sai, solid Ace jungler. If it was Gragas, it would have been better, but it's fine. They're getting a Phyllis, they're getting Gragas there. Very strong too. Set is, I think I would rather pick Syndra over Set, but I guess they just wanted to trade those two priorities here. Oh, Kiana. Oh no. Leona. Yeah, it makes percent. Picking Kiana here would be bad because also she can be flexed a little bit. They'd rather just pick support, get counter pick, be more flexible in how they want to play the game too. So Leona ban here, pretty good too. They should ban out support or Yasuo. I really don't see why these people are banning Yasuo. I mean, it kind of makes sense because they got Gragas, but they've been banning Yasuo every game in second phase. So there must be something I don't really know about here. Misfortune ban makes sense. They should just be banning out 80 carries on BC's house. Wanna see Senna ban, probably here. And AXIZ has to ban a support, essentially. Cass, I guess they're just banning out mid instead. I think supports would have been better to guarantee the good matchup on bot lane. But I guess they don't really want to. The thing is, Syndra could go bot, and then it kind of screws up their ban on Burning Core, and they're just wasting depends on nothing. But Kale, I don't know. I think Japan think Kale is pretty good against that, considering how they last picked it last time when they had set. Greetings, Dog Reverb. Thank you for the follow. Like my insight? Okay, so as I mentioned a bit earlier, in between the games, first the team that picks Rice loses, because neither team has very good win rates with Rice. AXIZ mid laner is currently, if you count this year and last year, he's 0-8. Rocky would be 1-3, so it's a bit less worse, a bit less bad. However, it still is not very impressive. The Thresh ban makes sense. Didn't really go for any of the Leona counters to ban it out, rather. And with the Rice pick, he's either gonna go top. Less likely. I think it's rather likely that Syndra's bot lane, but can't be sure until his last pick, because last picking AD carry would be very odd. Let's see here. The Victor pick for mid lane is a pretty good, solid thing. It's very hard to know. We knew that GP was gonna be picked. I think they could have picked GP before Rice, but I guess they wanted to make sure that they got a champion that it feels comfortable with. So you're right, it's Syndra Leona bot lane. Very strong, very bursty. Top lane, probably gonna be playing weak side as Gangplank. Mid lane, I think Gragas obviously loses the early game duels. However, I think he's just way better in this case. Let's see once we get into game how it actually goes, but yeah. Yeah, aside from me knowing that Garrier can't play Rice, and that fact, and Rek'Sai probably, I really like their draft on red side. As in how it turned out. Maybe not exactly the exact order, but yeah. Can't say I completely dislike the comp that Burning Core has. They kind of ran out of mid laners, so had to go with the Victor. But I think that's fine. Victor is a good champion currently, so we'll see. They're probably gonna ward around the Wraiths as usual, or he's gonna protect it to see where they go. Doing a pretty standard 5-point defense. Rek'Sai is in a very odd position, but aside from that, it's pretty standard. So Rek'Sai got a ward in the Anko brush in the middle, the bot side. Set may be trying to walk into the red side to get vision. We'll see how that goes. Pretty risky if he does. Because currently neither side knows where they're starting. No vision on either of the jungler starting position. Also, they kind of gave it away with this just walking up top lane, using mono on bot lane. Yeah, that is a misplay. Could have done that better. Also, this once one's pathing is slightly off. I think going for raves is a mistake. Should you just go golems if you're gonna go that? If you're gonna clear on red side, that is. Because he seems to be gonna be clearing whole blue side. Not sure what set is gonna be doing here. He shoved in, walks down wards. He could have done a Sheeta recall, but he chose not to and just go in war instead. Very odd pathing from this jungler currently. Rek'Sai chooses to not go for his red, but rather his he's blue. So instead he went for, he's checking out this. Oh, he knew that one was not taken. Something about Japanese jungler not taking those camps. Even last season, looking at those. Wait, he TP'd? What? He has no mana either. What is it gonna do? Right. Okay. So Rice wasted his TP. What was it? Yeah. Okay, so even last season, yeah, he's really off TP. So even last season, when Stoner Bros were really good, right? Junglers would just go red into Raves, into Wolves, into blue buff a lot in Japan. And it was really off because it never went for golems. Except for very few people. And sometimes they would take these really off routes. Gragas should know that they took golems, so he shouldn't really been pathing like that. He he path to bot to go for the golems, so he's not really paying attention at all what his team is communicating. That they took the golems. Now instead of going for the wolves, he's looking to take the Wraith camp for some reason. Thought process probably tried to deny. Kind of makes sense, but he loses this fight, so he doesn't want to fight it. So currently he wasted his smite to try to get that, so he can't secure anything else because he had to smite it, or else it would have been lots of waste time. Hoglet just missed his Q on the camp. Hoglet just burst it down. Now Set is here too, so can't really fight them. In that case, Syndra is up 20 CS. Syndra is really strong, as mentioned. Both mid and top lane. Well, technically top laner too. Flex. Syndra is probably the only role currently in the game that can play at least 4 roles to a competitive level. At least 3 of them. Maybe top is depends on matchup a lot, but they're gonna try and dive bot lane this time again. Oh, Hoglet flashes. This is pretty good. Proud dies for sins of Yuhi. That was a better dive, I guess. They're gonna dive Gangplank. I guess he saw it on a ward or sniffed it out. I guess Victor actually walked over a ward. So that gave it away, giving them a free dragon. Seems solid, seems solid. AXIZ is actually playing really good right now. Team comp wise, I think Burning Core has the advantage though later on, because they got an 80 carry still, which AXIZ does not. and well, Victor is a lot better than Rice late game, I think, currently. Gangplank has the advantage of hyperscaling it really fast, but he's kind of behind the lane, so he's not really getting ahead at the moment. Following that, mid is even. Bot lane, they are ahead on AXIZ. Oh, Pride did a really good play. Map wise, I don't think Gragas should play so much topside. Like, this is, they're really, I guess he thinks it's not worth ganking Leona Syndra lane. I guess he's scared, but like, he's losing his bot side jungle, and his main win condition this game is not going to be set no matter what. Set is just not a very good win condition. So they're losing bot really hard, which is expected, but maybe he just can't leave bot lane like this. This is actually really sad draft currently from this point, because Aphelios Thresh can't do too much as it's looking right now. The lead is up to 29 CS, almost 30. Now it's 30. 40 actually, can't do math. 41 CS, he's double his CS. Okay, they got an early tower. No dragon up, no herald up yet, but herald should be up soonish. Maybe they should rotate top and bot lane now to be able to secure herald. Or they're trying to bait. Yeah. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Yeah. Herald should be spawning now, right? Wait, when does Herald spawn? Is it 11? I completely forgot. Yeah. Right, so, okay. I think you should put Ryze bot lane, Syndra mid. Because Syndra has a better setting for mid. While Ryze is pretty safe on the side lane, he can even shove up the lane pretty safely. Syndra is more prone to getting locked up, Shane CC killed. While Ryze is a bit chunkier, a bit faster. Alright. Oh wait, they already took Herald. I'm not paying attention. I was like, why is Herald not spawning? Oh yeah, that's the reason. Coach, by the way. Nice, nice. Right, so they did put Syndra mid and Ryze on the side lane now. Ryze should be able to shove this up pretty easily. Misses stun though. Dragon here, it could be a fight. Hopefully they do not fight. Don't want fights over dragons and objectives, right? Alright, Burning Core gets an AXIZ, just leaves it. Smart choice. There are 5 there, and they're not on the side of AXIZ. Also, they do have the Cannon Barrage, but it's not really the same. Is there a ward? Or did he just figure it out? I guess maybe they walked over the ward on over there in the behind the red. Gold per player, we have Set highest up there. Syndra is really high. What the? Oh, never mind. Yeah, Syndra is pretty big though. She should probably get back zone though. Lots of unspent gold currently. She goes the GLP item. I wonder if she's gonna go Ludens here. In that case, she has the possibility to go back and get the mana item that I forgot what it is called. Fearless has no items. He has 2 Dwarens, Greaves, and Longsword. He has done decent way to catch up to CS again. Like he's 50 CS or so in the last 5 to 6 minutes, I guess. Where the CS? Like he's getting there. But yeah, they're not really pushing it. AXIZ had a lead and they're not pushing it, so now they're kind of not getting that lead anymore. Itemization. I mean, Mercs seems solid on some of the junglers. Scraggus need to go AP? Not really. Does he go AP? Hell yeah, he will. Actually, that's Cinder, right? Green. Can't tell for sure. No, it has to be Edge Ruined Echoes. So... Oh, it's blue actually, that's why. Yeah, AP Gragas, I mean, it's strong. But he doesn't actually need to do that. This game, he can go tanky and it's fine. The set is doing big plays now. Conqueror set seems a lot better, bros. Oh my god. Right. Reason why I think he should just go tanky is because helping as a front line. His burst is not gonna do too much. Like, sure, it's has potential to burst someone down, but on their team they're gonna be a bit chunkier than your team, so it's hard to burst down like a Rice, Mercs, and a Seraph's Embrace, right? Syndra has decent HP per level scaling. She can get a Banshee too. Very easy time to itemize against AP on their team. AXIZ secures their second dragon. So guess the dragon buff is really usable for them. Not only the soul, but also the individual ones. Damage, boost their damage a lot. AP scaling works really well with dragon. Game paused. Great. All these pauses, man. What kind of insight am I supposed to give on this? Don't really like his beard, but he would look really round without it as well. So I guess it kind of makes sense. Left guy looks pretty good. Pretty cute. Looks professional. Guess. Yeah. In a way, it kind of looked casual as well. But not too casual. Don't even remember the fucking game state at this point. He's pretty cute. Though that angle doesn't do him justice, but I guess Hoglet is very confident in his rogue side, that's why he's picking it currently. Oh, we're getting back into the game. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I think the thing is, like, set is so big now, he actually became a win condition somehow. But not because they focused top lane, but rather just because of bad fighting and things like that from AXIZ. Now, set becoming a problem is actually a problem, because he can very easily turn on them and return their burst. The Syndra has a lot of burst, so it's not like they can kind of space it out and not get bursted down back. Very respectful of the Leona. Vision control, that's an interesting stat. Most of the teams generally do not chill out outside of river early on. Deep vision is very hard to come by for them, especially at this point in the game. Yuhi, call it? No? Okay. Don't go on that, but where's the turret not attacking? Don't understand. Okay, they want that to reset. That's fine, because Baron respawns. Maybe they could have snagged it real quick, because they could pop by. Oh, okay. AoE snare. Syndra is essentially out of the fight. She can still Q over the wall a little bit, but she can't really fight in the same way as many other. That's a good catch. I guess it could have ended better, but in the end, it went fine. They should not really go for this, I think. Can't really go for this right now. They can just play silence instead. Putting up a freeze, if they're able to, would be really good right now. Freeze spot side, maybe. Right, so this is like, Aphelios' ult range is so bullshit long. Just able to snare him up, get an AoE knock away on with Gragas and shell out one target and get that target. It's a lot of resources, but pretty solid catch, I guess, in almost any situation. So it's a very safe sort of catch. Spellbinder Syndra, I'm not sure I'm sold on that, but sure. Yeah, sure. Not sure what Hogler is gonna do here. His Q is not really contributing to the fight, anything, it could just be farming. He's Wraiths or try to catch someone we can do a silent. I don't know why they need so many people mid and bot at the same time. No, someone has to go top now and catch that, but no one's really on the way, it seems. Maybe Rises, hopefully. No? Okay. I guess you're just gonna handshake a fight again? Oh, Gragas came from behind. Oof. Get him. Okay. This was a pretty fucking bad fight. I don't know why they fought. Like, AXIZ are ahead, right? or was ahead. They almost got sold too. They don't necessarily outscale, but they can do really well with lots of dragon. So why do they fight? Why do they like handshake fights? Why do they not respect getting caught? That is a good question. Their bot lane is for sure an upgrade though, compared to before. Hide is pretty good, stuff like that. Okay, look at this fight. Like, they're going for dragon. This makes sense. So they're trying to zone them off. It's like, good dragon. Why is this like, okay, they secured it. It's kind of risky. They should just back off here. It's too late now. Now it's too late. They're already dying. Yeah, that's kind of bad. Very weird game. Game is kind of over after that too. They outscale and now they're ahead again. And the set is really big and they building correctly with Trinity and Styrax. Stone plate makes sense from here. Seems like it's actually going for it too, so not being able to get too bursted down by Syndra is a really good plus here to keep it going. I wonder if Affiliate is going for Hurricane or something else. He's still kind of behind, especially in CS. But due to how these fighting have gone, he's kind of catching up again. Gragas has Morello. I don't know why. What does Morello do here? Does it change whenever you can kill or not kill a Gangplank? No. Gangplank is caught. He's dead anyway, right? Doesn't matter. Right. So that's kind of how fast it can go. Switch the whole game around. Vernal comes up in 1.5 minutes now though. If AXIZ can get that one, they can kind of just win the game from there on though. She had a pen tool. Right, so Set is gonna be looking to pressure bot lane now. To making sure all lanes are pushed up. They really want to make sure the top lane is also pushed up because Dragon is spawning in 1 minute now. Or 50 seconds. But Ryze is the one pushing up, so Ryze is doing well in preparing for this dragon, but Wands is looking to get a catch instead to try and secure the dragon from that way. I think that's the more risky way. I think what Ryze is doing is really good, especially since he has TP too. He can really put pressure on that. And Set has to react to it. Unless, of course, Burning Core just don't care about the tower. They're just like, well, we can get dragon then. 100% because they're not really committing to it. And I think that's really smart. Though they had to get dragon now. Okay, Set recalled anyway, but later. So they gave up a tower for free and now they're gonna try and go for dragon. This will be a fight. This is a thing people will fight for. Okay. This Cure Dragon is really good for Burning Core to deny the soul. Then Set comes around, you slaps people. Yeah, that's pretty game. Sad to buy them. That's pretty bad macro by Burning Core. They obviously didn't do that plan as expected. So 29, Baron's up in 40. They have to recall, or do you just go there instantly now? I think recalling here and then going for Baron makes sense. This is a good catch too. Just deny it all. To bad Leona, just went really deep. Let's see here if anything happens soon. Like, the game is pretty over at this point. They had a really good setup for early game pressure, but they just didn't pressure it. And then they like, well, I guess their thought was like, we'll pick Gangplank as a late game threat, but he's really not. So, like, he's decent late game, right? But his strength is that he accelerates the gold gain he gets to gain the advantage, but he's only not 3 items 30 minutes. Meanwhile, Set is 3 items, building his 4th. Aphilos is building his 3rd still, so they're kind of even in that way. Syndra has 2 cheap items, 1 expensive. Victor has 3 items. Of course, with this, I'm not counting in boots and stuff. So, like, I don't know. Gangplank is kind of behind. Unless he's sitting on a lot of gold, but hard to know. Baron is up now. Baron should have been taken once it spawned. Surprised they are really not confident in what to do. They're kind of sneaking in Baron, I guess. But he's kind of slow currently. He got that Hurricane now, though. Right, let's see here. Rise TPing. Oh, they're sneaking Baron. I guess this is a really potentially good play. If they're really fast, because Affiliate is backed. They're 4 people against 3. Leona is coming there too, so they're 5 against 3. They can cash, they can fight. Oh no, oh, never mind. Set just bursted them down. Never mind. Actually, yeah, just never mind. it had potential if they already didn't throw so much lead and set was so big. Yeah, I was really hopeful for a moment of the potential turn of events. Uh, but actually, what they should have done was they should have just maybe had someone go there and let them take Baron, and then they just take Dragon for. They had a similar situation last game where they could just go for Dragon, but instead of just trying to fight and contest Baron, and then like they lose. Yeah, this is exactly as last game. Right. Oh, inhib spawn? The inhibitor spawn. That's funny. Right. Generally, the draft was pretty solid actually from both sides. It's just that AXIZ had a harder draft to play, I think. They had more pressure to actually end the game. Or at least get ahead early. Compared to Burning Core, who had it pretty easy to just chill and outscale. And they can play through whichever lane and that set got so big, it was just a big bonus, really. So yeah. This was actually a bit closer than expected, but still. It means I am currently 3-0. Now it's following game is Diffusion FM or Detonation FM, I mean, and then there is against Burning Core. This should be very one-sided, actually. I think Burning Core did not look as solid as I hoped, but Detonation FM is really good. So